Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia for those who are tuning in, and welcome back to everybody else. I know some of you guys are work from home or still go into the office or to your workplace and want to wear makeup but not so much makeup, but something that doesn't like come off of your mask when you take it off. So I hope this video will help you guys. It's a quick, easy 5, maybe 6 steps tops of this look. It's going to be a matte look. It's going to be comfortable on the skin, but you still have some kind of color. Now, when watching this video, you guys may see certain steps that you're familiar with. So definitely use products that's more comfortable to you guys, to your likings. These are just some of the products that work with my combo skin and it doesn't transfer off on my mask. So if your complexion is a little bit on the drier side, then use something that's hydrating. If you're more on the oilier side, make sure to use something that's a little bit more on the mattifying side. Or if you're just like me, straight combo skin, hopefully this stuff works for you. But of course, just use products that's most comfortable to you guys. All right, guys, let's jump into the video. The first product I'm going to apply on is going to be a gel-based moisturizer. I just choose not to use a cream or a heavier formulation. I feel that it could lead to oiliness or even stickiness, and that's going to be super uncomfortable with a cloth mask or even like a cotton mask. Either a gel-based moisturizer or a lighter formulation is something I would recommend. Sunscreen is always a must. You could use a moisturizer that does contain. I like to use something separate just because sometimes when the formulations are mixed together, for example, this is a product that I use on a daily basis as well. This also does include moisturizer with SPF, but it does give more of like a dewier finish, and that's just something I'm trying to avoid because I want like a long, more on a matte finish. So in this case, I'm going to use a sunscreen that is separate from my moisturizer. And a reason why I like to use that one is because 1, it's clear, 2, it's gonna smooth out the skin, so it's gonna give me a nice even surface, so it's gonna minimize pores and textures around here. So this is not going to necessarily control oils, but that's where the powder comes into play to give a matte finish. So I'm just gonna fill in my brows as usual. My favorite part, I'm going to shape my brows. I'm actually trying out a new concealer to shape my brows. This is by Wet n Wild. So far, I like it. I'm so glad I got 2 colors because this is actually a little light, but it's not bad. Other shade I got is medium tawny. I'm just gonna use the rest as a primer on my lids. Clearly, a little goes a long way. This is actually a really good formulation. I'm pretty surprised. I'm gonna take a matte powder just to set my lids. For the eyelids, I'm not really going for a full 10-step shadow. So we're gonna keep it super simple on the lids. I'm gonna take, I think this color here, and just apply it on my eyelids. Just a small shimmer, super light glow, nothing crazy. I just love the texture of this. It's like a weird Play-Doh kind of like texture. The eyes are not the main focus, although it's the only thing you can basically see when you're wearing your mask. This video is just more of having long-lasting, transfer-proof type of makeup while wearing a mask. Because let's face it, I mean, the new normal, it's gonna be wearing a mask for quite some time. So I thought this would be a helpful video for you guys. So moving on to curling the lashes. Wearing falsies is definitely optional. It's totally up to you. I've actually been rocking my own natural lashes, and I actually found a routine that actually works best for me, and it's definitely trial and error of many types of mascara, trust me, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate. So I've been trying this new technique and it works with or without my lash primer. So comment down below if you guys are interested on my current lash routine that stays curled and lifted all day. So I'm just gonna use my current favorite mascara, which is the Hourglass Unlocked. This This is a great formulation. It's a mixture of a medium to a wet formulation, but not so wet where it just makes my lashes become like two pieces. So moving on to complexion, I'm gonna be using an oldie but goodie. This is absolutely one of my favorite formulations. It's so silky, it's smooth looking. The color's perfect for me since I got a little color from our camping trips. Actually haven't been out, which is a good thing, since our last camping trip. But I feel like my tan isn't as strong. And my goal this year before the whole COVID was to be beach ready and super tan like I used to be. See how crazy this concealer is? I have so much coverage, but it doesn't look or feel like you have makeup on. It has like a serum base or something to this, so it's like super, it's just, I don't know, it's just perfect. Look at this. The finish of this concealer, it's more of a semi-matte, which is perfect for this type of look, again, wearing a mask. You can definitely tell this gives a lot of coverage. You guys can definitely choose the type of foundation to your preference. You can use a tinted moisturizer of your choice. You can just spot treat like what I'm doing with the concealer. It's totally up to you. I just find that using one product can still have your skin nice and even, comfortable throughout the day. It's gonna be a little bit lighter on the face, especially when the mask is like literally just right here. I don't really need to put much on my forehead, to be honest. It's like whatever's left on here, I'm just going to pat on. Going back to this palette, we're going to take the lighter colors to set the concealer under the eyes. Now, when using a powder to set, especially if you want more of a matte finish and more of a transfer-proof type of makeup, taking the brush and just kind of blotting it into the product, which is the concealer that we just put on, I find it works a lot better. You can definitely tell how much smoother this is, and it definitely isn't transferring. For me, around my mouth area, it tends to get a little bit oily. So this is definitely going to ensure that it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna take a little bit of that same bronzer from this palette, and I'm just gonna sculpt out my cheeks ever so lightly. I've actually been gravitating towards this brush a lot more lately, not because my husband used it on me and said this was a paintbrush. It's because it's like a dome shape and it's pointy. So when I'm applying on bronzer, it actually just fits in the cheekbones. I don't have to do so much like sculpting. It literally just sinks into my cheekbones. So for highlighter, I'm not going to use anything shimmery. I'm actually going to jump into my Ambient Light palette, and I'm going to use my fingers with the center color, and I'm basically just going to apply it like so. Like I mentioned, lashes are totally optional, but in this case, I want to wear them because it makes me feel good. So I'm just gonna wear some lashes. Another optional step is mascara on your lower lash line. I choose to wear it because I feel like it'll just open up my eyes a little bit more. So I'm gonna apply on some lippies. This is a Sephora Collection 72 Alter Ego, which is one of my favorite colors and formulation from Sephora Collection. It is a lip stain and it does give a matte finish, definitely something that we are trying to achieve. So I'm just gonna apply it on. I've been loving this nude pencil by Sephora Collection. This is just gonna brighten under my eyes. Again, I feel like this really opens up my eyes. Last step is going to be a setting spray of your choice. I happen to like the Cover FX High Performance. So I use two types of masks, And this is the first one that I usually use. This was purchased on Amazon. It's just like a 3-ply cotton material. Feels like a nice comfortable t-shirt on the face. It blocks the smell, but it's not too thick where you can't breathe. So I've worked out in this, walked a bike ride, and even sitting in the car, and it's pretty comfortable. Always want to make sure that the makeup is nice and set. There's no wet spots. Make sure if you do feel it, go ahead and apply on some powder again, or maybe another setting spray. I feel like it's completely nice and set. Lips are pretty set. It's almost there. So let's try on the mask. I gotta make sure I don't have any makeup on me. Okay, so the mask is nice and clean. This mask is like so big, it covers up my whole face. So this mask is nice and comfortable. It covers all the way to my chin. I applied on makeup everywhere here. So I'm just gonna pat down. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Even if you wear these types of masks. 1, 2, 3. And that's it for my transfer-proof makeup that lasts all day with a mask. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I'll put everything down in the info box for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.